Welcome back, Kingsman, to another NTW3 battle. Today we have another clan clash between the RC and RHB clan. Both very experienced clans, have been in several tournaments now, and today they are going to be fighting on Poland 5B. They will be taking the 3rd Coalition Corps. We have the RC playing the French and the Coalition being played by the RHB clan. They will be bringing a total of 39 points each, and you can see already, man, they're Russians, of course, the RHB clan, like I said, pushing up very aggressively on France. Let's go over the points before this battle starts, because I feel like there's a Cav clash just poised and ready to kick off here. So, on the Coalition side, RHB, you have a 10-point Bellegarde, a 12-point Buxhausen, a 9-point Constantin, and 8-point Mac. So 2 Austrian, 2 Russian cores. On the other side, on the RC side, you have a 13-point Solt, 9-point Murat Cav core. You have a 9-point Lanz and an 8-point Ney. So well, they kind of roll down. Solt's bringing a massive amount of infantry, if I'm not mistaken, if memory serves. Yep, almost 23,000 or 100 men, only to be outnumbered by the Buxhausen, who brings a total of 2,800 men. So, you know, some very large forces on the field. Of course, Murat, only a corps of 796, almost 800 men, but he's a Cav corps. You'd expect that, which Cav corps can be a lot of fun. You know, I mean, it's just in coordination with infantry, one of the most beautiful things I think you'll ever see. Now we do have the French pushing up infantry, but it looks like some grenadiers are going to get to this LOC first. There's an obvious numerical advantage here on LOCs, I believe, for the Coalition at first, so it's probably going to be more of a push here for the French. Sorry guys, I had to turn down some settings. I feel like everything was just so bright, so hopefully it's better. But yeah, you see some grenadiers pushing directly into this LOC. They're going to be pivotal. You see light infantry from France though pushing up here. Of course, there's tons of cavalry around, both sides not really wanting to make an engagement yet. More line infantry on the way. Very nice. Ooh, take it easy. Don't get into my camera. No manners. Alright, but anyway, there is a slightly gentle slope in favor of the Coalition here. You can see it's not significant, but it is there. Artillery, I'm not sure exactly what it will give. Maybe I think for the artillery, it's a little easier to fire down a hill. There's not, you know, little divots to catch the cannonballs as they're flying down, and that's to make it a lot easier for artillery to be able to get some beautiful shots. Of course, you do have horse artillery pushing up with the French masses of infantry making their appearance here. It has become more and more important to stall them out here. Of course, Bellegarde and Buxhausen have infantry very close, not a lot of it, but probably enough to threaten any French advance. More artillery from the 12-pounder, 6-pounder, as well as a 3-pounder for the Austrian line. And then, of course, more of that massive amount of infantry here for the Russians. Let's not forget the left flank here. You have Mac. He's pushing up. I think he has a lot of grenadiers. Cavalry out in front, and then, of course, Constantin, the guard. Gonna be hopefully able to play a key role in this fight. I will see if it turns into an LOC stalemate or if this is gonna be a death match. Very definitive victory here for one side or the other. We will see. I mean, it looks pretty close from the battle result, so I'm excited to see. Now, one thing the French do have an advantage somewhat of is this right flank, but oh yeah, see, they're already swinging around here on the flank of General, some of the corps, which is why Bellegarde is sending some infantry to garrison this LOC, but watch out for that right flank from France. It will be very pivotal for the French to coordinate their right flank swinging in in coordination with a center full-on attack. And, you know, if they attack one then the other, it could end up very disastrous. So they got to play their cards just right. And obviously the coalition know that there's a right flank swinging. I mean, they've spotted the majority of it, and you have a lot of infantry making their appearance along the road. So they have been discovered. I don't think it matters too much. Austria does have some cavalry out, but of course the French cavalry making their appearance. Some dragoons, more Austrian infantry. Ooh. Is that a horse artillery up here? Definitely hurting this dragoon unit. Got a nice shot off. I'm surprised they didn't go for the general here. But yeah, the Austrians are shifting more. You can see actually pulling the entirety of their corps as the French corps makes their appearance. This isn't just a diversion, guys. This is a main force. One of the main forces the French have. That much is obvious. See a lot of grenadiers, a lot of line infantry, a lot of grenadiers though. Is this Soult? Maybe it's Ney, but man. Some of the flashiest French uniforms you can find here. All the drip on the left. And artillery already in the tree line. They waited till they were discovered to let the artillery start firing. I love it. Planning the deception, quote unquote. Now, the next question to ask is, what is the corps here? And where is Murat? Obviously, there is a French corps over here. I suspect that is Soult, or this is Soult. And then Ney, I think, I would be surprised if Ney is actually on the right. Or Laon. But Laon could actually be in the center. It's kind of hard to tell. Without scouting, of course. And the French are now pivoting over here, so the Russians have to shadow this army. Max still has to shadow a little bit of the French, and of course Constant's still pushing up. The positioning is not the greatest for the coalition right now. I would not necessarily like this if I was on the coalition side. I mean, they still have a grasp on things. They have defensive positions, but France is really... They started out with a plan. I think that much is definitely obvious. They started out with a plan to go left along the road to attack the center, and it's going so far as they wanted. Now I kind of want to see it work out for the French. You know, I want to see this flank in coordination with the center. I want to see some juicy charges. Oh, I almost missed it. Murat charging forward. Can Russia make a significant dent here? Oh my gosh! Murat goes in. What a glorious looking cav charge, shattering the first Russian line here. Ooh, that was just out of nowhere. Now canister firing. Russian dragoons going in. We have a squareable here, but France is now going to lurch forward with infantry here. Cavalry going to go after the artillery piece. Can they form square in time, or are they going to get caught out? The reserves are being committed for Russia. Murat needs to watch out here, but look at the flanking charge here by France. And it's absolute chaos out of nowhere. 0 to 100 almost immediately. And France, you can see here, doing an excellent job. The reserves for Russia being committed here. Squares have been formed. French cavalry going in to stop the potential rout. The general himself. Man. So France didn't even wait for this flank. Instead, they just committed for a frontal cav charge. And they do have one cavalry unit routing, probably two. Potentially. I don't know, just one so far. And infantry is getting nice and close, even going for the LOC. The frontal charge here, going against the square. Cavalry gonna try to save this one. You have some, Constantine has some Lancers. Some Kazakis. More Austrians rushing up to threaten the flank as France pushes. Now on this side, look, there's a French advance here. Oh my gosh. Maybe that was Murat. Who knows? All I know is this is 3 French corps in front here, and there's only 2 coalition corps facing them. This is exactly what the French would want to see. Now Austria putting a lot of pressure here. France gonna get a volley though, point blank into these dragoons. They're gonna keep going now and slice into this next line of light infantry. France engaged with some musketeers, some fresh coalition cavalry gonna run down those light infantry. France has managed to make a dent, and now they're on the offensive all around. Nice large flank. Constantine, may have to push up here, or Austria may have to pull reserves, because this is a very serious push. There is some really fat French columns pushing right into the center of this Russian line where it meets with Austria, which could be a very weak point, actually, potentially. The potential is there, guys. There we go. Grenadiers receiving a heavy cav charge, all forming square. They are the perfect ones to set up against Murat. And now the threat for France, they have to shift reserves that may have been going in against Buxhausen. Instead, they're shifting over to deal with Mack. We still have another French corps over here on the side. That may be Murat. I'm not sure. That may be an extra infantry corps here. I'm curious what this corps on the right is going to do. They have a lot. I think probably Murat has some cavalry over here as well. But they're going straight at the flank. It is going to be imperative that the Austrians hold this right flank. And there's a lot of French coming in. This attack is going beautifully, I think, for the French right now. However, I love this push on the left from Austria. It is causing Buxhausen to have a little bit of a break, a little breather here, where they can actually start taking on the charge here from France. Looks like France really trying to pressure here, coming out of the woodwork, out of the tree line, can hit them from 2 sides. This is a precarious situation here for Bellegarde. And in fact, it's potentially turning disastrous here if France hits this kind of square point here. This is a bad formation to have. Having an angle, a sharp little point where they can attack from multiple sides. And here we go, cavalry charging in, infantry gonna back them up. Constantine is pushing his corps over to reinforce. It's gonna be very much needed if they want to hold this right, and they have to hold the right. Oh, we do have musketeers going in against the French. Still loving how Austria is just putting so much pressure, but now France has set up artillery, 12-pounders, to deal with the flank. Very strategically placed artillery, protecting the right. They don't need as many infantry units over here if they can hold back this grenadier column over here. Oh, this is about to be bad. I can feel it in my bones. There's way too much infantry for Austria to make a hold. They're going to lose this 3-pounder. But Constantine's almost here. If they can just hold on and not rout, guys, for about 3 more minutes. But cavalry is poised to strike. Oh, another heavy cav charge from Murat. Oh, I love these. They're my favorite. These are my highlight. The highlight of the game. A repeated amount, a high rate of heavy cav charges, just as will probably be promised. I'm sure that's gonna be the title of this video. And you can't say I falsely advertised, you know? You can't. Absolutely cannot. Now France going in here. Let's see if Russia can receive this charge and brace themselves. Getting in a melee. The lines looking a little precarious. The next 5 minutes, I think, will be very, very deciding for who's gonna win. There's artillery? No way. I'd pull these grenadiers out and just charge this artillery piece. Oh, a cav charge going in. They form square. Trying to counter. Constantine has made it up. Despite the infantry and cavalry, I don't think they've made a significant push here. Austria still holding, actually, with Russia around the LOC. No one really having given or taken a lot of ground yet. Looks like Murat was trying to really pressure this right side, but there's so many squares for Austria. It's going to be very difficult for them to make a push without infantry support, which is exactly what it looks like they're doing now. Both sides mutually breaking in that bayonet charge, I think. How is this not happening? Make it like a potential gen snipe? The artillery, I'd bayonet charge that. I would not hesitate to give this LOC. Maybe that's stupid of me to say or to have done, because that's definitely what I would have done. Maybe the cavalry would have charged in. Who knows? This can't be good for morale to have infantry behind your lines. I can't imagine that would be very, very good. Oh, we have a cavalry. Oh no. Are they gonna make it? They do make it. One of the 12-pounders is going to be down. That is going to help out for Mac's push here on the right. What a stroke of luck. Now I bet you they're going to try to... No. I was thinking maybe they'd carry on. Oh, actually, they could utilize this. Look at this. Look at this. They got grenadiers pushing forward here. France realizing there is some wavering in the line. Let's see if these grenadiers can capitalize. They're pushing on every front here. Oh, we could see a huge wavering. Is this a general? Oh, no, that's just... Okay. Well, they do make some ground. They actually took some ground there. And it'll help with this defense of the LOC. But I got to go back over here. Thought I saw some cavalry. Yep, we saw some Austrians rushing in. Don't make it. Constantin has his corps in gear. France, they can't just shrug off the guard. They can't do it. They can definitely try, and they definitely can do some damage to the guard as well. It's not a very large corps, but that corps has some very good morale, very good accuracy, melee defense. They're gonna have to put a lot of resources on Constantin if they want to win. And it's causing, look at this, the coalition being able to fall back in that center where they were definitely getting weakened. France is a very strong line here, continually pushing. And that's a weak point, definitely. I see, looks like Murat still trying to see if he can go for a charge here. Look at this ground that's been given. France has pulled back here. Mac has made a beautiful push with Buxhowden. Still, it does not seem to be enough because this left is still, especially right here in almost the center, still looking pretty grim, guys. So I haven't got any real cinematic shots, I guess. So I'm going to try to do some of those as well. Do we have Murat going in? I think he is. Oh, this is not looking too good for him. His morale's wavering. Artillery hits, and he breaks. Now another one goes in here. Still, Bellegarde may make his stand here. Grenadiers volley right into the French, and they break that line. Beautifully repelled. Constant pushing even more and more. I think he's trying to... Oh, no. That is not going well. I think he's heavily outnumbered here on the right. Losing one unit already, trying to support with his cavalry, but artillery, they can fall back to it. They may have to. France has a lot more infantry, although France is actually getting decimated here. Oh wow, one unit totally breaks. Man, this battle's still back and forth. I'm seeing wavering on both sides. France finally breaks that first line of grenadiers. You see they pay dearly. A lot of dead grenadiers on the ground. That fresh line being redrawn here. The coalition falling back from the house, probably from that flanking fire from multiple sides. I'm not sure what this is. This Murat? Seriously, is this Murat? I don't know. This has, I don't know who that is. I really don't. But maybe fresh reinforcements from that corps on the field. Artillery is still very much a present threat for the French. Not gonna be that easy. Constantin, his left is a little exposed right now. He is holding, but his left is exposed here. You can see the French are pushing up fresh reserves, a light infantry contingent. 4 lines gonna push up and put a lot of pressure. Yep, Constantin is being forced to fall back. Keep in mind they have this artillery they can fall back to. But France looks like they have a numerical advantage still. Now, I don't see a lot of Murat's cavalry. Now, would it be amazing if they had one fresh cuirassier? That's all it probably would take to make the significant push that they need. Uh-oh. Eternal. Mac. Oh no, Mac is dead. The 8-pointer. Oh well, I guess out of all the generals that could die, his is not the worst. Ooh, the artillery. They're going for another general. They're going for Bellegarde. Guarantee you. Look at that. That's shot right here. They were trying. All right, we have a slow and steady withdrawal from the coalition here. All along the line, they are pulling back, trying to reconsolidate and regroup. They still hold the LOC despite the heavy losses, you can see. Man, they still hold it. That Grenadier, 47 men, man, 50% casualties defending that LOC. That has got to be disheartening. Win or lose this battle, that would be a... Man, I wonder how often... Okay, what is going on here? Oh, they tried baiting, I don't know. Oh, wow. No. Oh, no, they break. Disaster. Are these guys stuck in here? I wonder if these guys are stuck. Sometimes LLCs will catch your men and you can't move them out. Either way, we now have the French. A lot of light infantry here. And they are going to push and start firing directly into that Russian line. Constantin has his corps there. They're going to push forward even more. They have the numbers. They can definitely afford to make that push and pay a slightly steep price, letting the coalition fire first. But the returning volleys they will give will be brutal, as is a 2-on-4. I wouldn't be surprised, just because both sides are definitely heavily bloodied in this battle. I wouldn't be surprised if this turns into LOC. Now, the 2, the 3, and the 1 are all held by the coalition, and they still have a 4, potentially 4. Oh, we have cavalry in the back lines. But I'm saying they could get the 4. They'd have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. The Russian coalition are set pretty well to... Oh, wow. They just leveled that LOC. They're like, nah, we need this thing gone. And you can see those poor Russians paid a heavy price. They all stayed, and now they're all dead underneath the ruins. But now France can finally make their push. There's obviously artillery still. Man, what a bloody battle. All for Poland, you know? It's kind of fitting, actually. You can imagine it's like Poland requested the French help them against the Russian invaders or something like that. And then France was like, or Russia was like, hey, Austria, why don't you come help? Oh, I see Murat pushing up. Another heavy cav charge. They have some fresh, or at least some not so depleted cuirassiers. This is gonna hurt. Now, I would try to time this artillery. Here it goes, though. Oh, canister does fire. Probably will not be enough. A square does 4. Oh my gosh, it was enough. They absolutely shattered Murat's core. At least what was left of the heavy capture. Now, of course, there's some more in reserve. These guys will probably finish the job, but the first wave of cavalry breaks. France, though, lurching forward with what's left of their cavalry and infantry, going straight into Constantin and Buxhowden. Oh, actually, just Buxhowden and Mac. A countercharge by Grenadiers. Cavalry going in against more Grenadiers. And both sides looking to try to seal the deal here. Man, they're charging directly into squares still. Very brave, but also quite foolish. I'm just kidding. Can't help it when I'm quoting movies. Or was that a video game? Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. Oh well, who cares? France is now going to capitalize on the charge here. Man, look at this. Both sides facing off. Oh yeah. Nothing greater. Russia is just doing an excellent job. I would not have done this well against so much of Murat plus France. They are, even this countercharge with the Grenadiers, it stopped the French advance right here. Of course, they did break. But, Murat is gone for the most part. I mean, they have a couple cavalry units left, but they lost a lot of their cuirassiers in that final charge in the open. But still, I can't hate the Murat player, man. That was a beautiful charge at the beginning. Like, that is probably gonna be the thumbnail of this video. There's no way it's not. That much heavy cav going in. Beautiful. It's like a chef's kiss. And it looks like there is some more cavalry over here. I'm not sure if that's Murat or not. But, man, look at this. The fight's still raging, guys. Once it started, it hasn't stopped. Look at the death. It's just a pile thick. Looks like you have to climb over it in order to get to the enemy. That's what it looks like. It's like, oh, what? We have to walk over the dead to get to the enemy? The dead and dying, of course. Now, this Frenchman standing their ground despite the fact that attacking can be very costly. This is no different. Ooh, actually, that's kind of cool. You got the burning building in the background. The French push it up. The dead everywhere. Cinematic beauty. A cinematic beauty. That's what this is. Oh. We have a Russian cavalry charge. Whoa. I missed this. Austria went in with grenadiers and cavalry. And that's why cavalry is rushing over. I should have seen that. And now Mac is putting the pressure. He's got his foot to the gas pedal right now, along with Buxhowden. Oh, a beautiful counter volley. Now the morale issue definitely going to be harder for the French. They have a lot of troops breaking. A rally gets popped here for Mac as he is committing probably the last section of his corps. A lot of grenadiers. They break the left, but France is already folded back. And the coalition are going to have to run into more musket fire or rifle fire in order to continue to make that push. And their cavalry is pretty much depleted. They have one left over here. There's some chevaliers. But France just keeps creating distance so they can keep shooting him in the face, because that seems to honestly be working beautifully. We have some reserves being pushed over. Grenadiers. Oh no. It's like France is like, I don't have the guard, but I have grenadiers. These guys look pretty fresh. They look like they're taking some heavy losses. These guys may turn the tide. Oh yeah, France is getting annihilated here. That's why they have him over. That may be the saving... That may be what saves the day. Quite honestly. Those fresh grenadiers, the coalition may not be able to handle it. I still don't know who's winning this. I mean, right now, like I said, LOC seem to be in favor of the coalition, in favor of the Rheinbund clan. Where are those grenadiers? Oh, they're being deployed. Deploy the boys. Good song. The boys are back. The boys are back. You know. Alright, looks like they're actually not messing around. They're going for a bayonet charge. Send in the grenadiers. Send them in. They shatter the first Russian unit. Can they continue? They're definitely starting to get shot a little bit. Austria's some flanking fire on them. You're gonna see them start dropping. Sorry guys, I think my dog was dreaming, just barking in his sleep. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Oh no, the grenadiers break. Oh no. I feel like that wasn't the greatest of commitments for the grenadiers. They man. Constantine seems pretty far out to the right. I think the French have consolidated right in this little bubble right here. So like this is where they're committing their charge. If we have those grenadiers. Uh-oh. See, they're gonna allow this unit to take it, and they're gonna have all these units just shoot, make a sickled firing line. Now Russia's gonna go straight into the next unit. Grenadier versus Grenadier, but then the flanking fire from this other Grenadier unit may be enough. We'll see. We'll see if they can make it. Yep, they're pushing forward. This Grenadier unit may have its fate sealed. These guys get this beautiful flanking volley. Well, actually, the cavalry may be the deciding factor here. Everywhere else, it's, man, what an absolute grueling match. 22 minutes remaining. That's a pretty good amount of time for a replay. Let's see if these Grenadiers get themselves out of there just in time. Oh, looks like we're gonna have some Chevaliers try to run them down. Oh, they're trying to break them. They do form square, though. Uh-oh. Crossier's still in the field.
Sir, your general has been killed.
Oh, no. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, Constantine died. Man. Constantine got just sniped here. You can see. I think that's him right there. Man. The French getting that general. Oh, the artillery's still firing, though. Oh, France is committing another cav charge here with the line infantry as well, breaking that grenadier. So they are starting to make a real impact here. They're slowly grinding away at the coalition's line. Oh, that's beautiful. That is just gorgeous. Several LCs have been taken. Keep in mind that three-pointer, I think they had men in there when it broke, so they would have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But there's still time. The French could definitely take some LOCs, and if they take this to 2 4-pointers and then a couple 2-pointers, they'll be fine. So technically, it's not over yet, and there's still 20 minutes. I'm actually thinking, unless the French totally fumble this last part, they probably actually will win. Either by LOC or by deathmatch, and I think it'll be by LOC. Because you see the numerical advantage the French have. They will probably destroy whatever remains of this force. They have probably 2-to-1 ratios. And with 2 generals dead on the coalition side, prognosis is not good. This was a bloody fight. Yeah, things are looking a little grim now. I don't know, guys. The coalition army retreat. I'm gonna hit the fast forward button here. We'll see if they try to make it last stand. Yeah, they're running for LOCs probably to try to hold out as best they can. Looks like some delaying action from Constantine. Oh no! Bellegarde, he's not dead, but he alone has gotten away. And yeah, Buxhowden, he's in danger. Dang, he's the only one left of his entire general staff. Look at him trotting off back to Vienna, to Austria. Do we have another charge being made? Kutuzov. Man, Kutuzov's getting his sword wet with blood now. He's trying to fight here. Yeah, I think it's over, guys. I think it's over. Oh, the flanking fire. There's nothing you can do about that. One last brave grenadier unit. Okay. All right. Well, I may fast forward here. I'm kind of curious. I think there's enough time for the French to capture LOCs as needed. If they take a 4-pointer, I mean, there's someone over by this 4-pointer, but what I may do, I think the battle's pretty much over. I may fast forward to the end and declare winner. Unless something pivotal changes, I think the coalition is going to lose this one. I think RC can take this by LOC victory. So we'll skip ahead, and if that's what happens with no events, then we'll just go over the results in a second. All right, guys. So it was an LOC victory for the RC. Managed to take those LOCs after winning the field. So GG's. I mean, I'm kind of glad they won the field and then managed to win by LOC, you know, because they did win the field. But a well-played game on both sides. I mean, that was insane. That was back and forth for so long. I could not have told you who was going to win or not, and it looked like the coalition was for a little while there, especially when they repelled those first couple charges. But here are the results. So you can see you have Bagration. He was playing Solt, 13-pointer. He got 1693 for the kills. You have Bordeaux. The Lon 9-pointer, 948 for the kills. Al as Murat with 1016, and then Bring Back Militia as Ney with 828. On the coalition side, you have Mrezer. He was Buxhowden or Kutuzov, 12-pointer with 1613 for the kills. Lisheng as Constantine 9-pointer with 751. Red Viper. He was the Bellegarde 10-pointer with 806, and then Eternal as Mac 8-pointer, 787 for the kills. So definitely some better kills on one side over the other, but I feel like the coalition definitely gave the French a run for their money. It was not an easy win for them, but near the end they finally, I think, capitalized on the numbers and such, and it worked out for them. But that'll be it for me today, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will catch you all in another video.